Alright guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be talking about RLCraft version 2.6 on a server. So we're just going to get right into the brunt of it. We're going to go ahead and review some new things inside of it, and we'll go over how to install it. So there's not too much. Obviously we're going to have to get that config in soon, but I'll go over all of that. So I mean, to be honest, this had a lot of crash fixes and stability fixes, which is good. Like and Ice changed a little bit, and there's more recipes for waypoints. Ice and Fire adds some new stuff and some new weaponry, and that's about it. But it removed Real Bench because there's a massive dupe bug, and updated some configs. But we're gonna go over how to create the server. So now we run on a new version of Forge. So go ahead and go to Forge 1.12.2 server and go there, and I'll have these links in the description so it can save you time. Oops, gotta go ahead and change to 1.12.2. And we are on the most recent version I've heard. So if you just go to the Windows installer, this should be able to install just like that. Just do that, and you install server right into your folder. I named this one RLCraft 2.6. Go ahead and do that and install server there. And you'll see that it starts unpacking. While I'm doing this, I'm going to go ahead and pull out the Sponge Forge mod. It should work now better than it did. Go ahead and pull that out there. So I believe I can just drag and drop that in and see if there's a new Sponge Forge mod that we can use that is compatible with this version of Sponge. So we'll go ahead and look at Sponge right here. So here we go. We'll see recommended build probably. It's probably good. Well, actually, let's go ahead and download the stable version. Awesome. So we're going to keep this, and I'll have this link as well. Make sure that this works. So you'll see it successfully downloaded the Minecraft server, which is good. And you're just going to run it much like you did the first time, where you're just going to rename this and rename it server.jar. Little tip, make sure you have file name extensions checked so that way you can change it. Go ahead and go to home, and we'll search up the run bat command for Minecraft. Go here to the Minecraft wiki and copy this code right here, and new text document, click into it, paste it. Going to go ahead and change it to the gigs we want. So I want 6 Gs and 6 Gs, which just means gigabytes, or I believe that's like 6192 RAM. Change this to server.jar, just like that, and save as all files run.bat, and hit enter, close out, and delete that, and go ahead and run your server. So this is when it'll run up. It'll say you need to get your EULA. Yeah, you need to agree to the EULA. Go ahead and click in, change it to true, and file save, or Control S, and go ahead and run your server again. And it should load up. There you go, it's preparing the world, which is exactly what we want. Save your world here, everything's loading, and we'll wait for it to type help. Awesome, now we can go ahead and stop. Now, for best practice, I would definitely recommend you delete the world so it loads and everything on the first time. And go ahead and take this folder you downloaded from RLCraft's official site, which I'll just have in the description so it's easier, the CurseForge page, which should be 2.6 test build. And we're going to go ahead and drag and drop it all in there, just like that. And we'll wait for all this to process. And go ahead and replace the files. And it should work just fine. Hit exit. And you'll see all of our mods in there. You got renamed to server.jar. Look at the server properties to make sure nothing's out of whack. Go ahead and change this to, let's see, the max tick time to -1. So that way it doesn't tick forever. Or it allows it to tick forever. You can change the max world size if you need to. Go ahead and allow flight, that's important. And I believe that's all you have to change, unless you want to change the difficulty. I would change the view distance to 5, that'll help out a little bit. And we'll just call this test RLCraft server. And save it. Now I actually have to, actually no I don't, I'm good. I can just save it, good. Just for practice, so just because I don't know, I have other servers running. So I'm going to go ahead and change this. You don't have to do this, and I don't recommend you do. I want to go ahead and change this so that way I know that this is the different one. Save it. And I'm going to go ahead and take this from his configs, just like this. I'll have this in the description. All these links will be there. And download this. Keep it. And drag and drop it into your config folder. And replace the file. And I believe you can just run your server. So if this is true, it'll start on the latest version and load everything in. So we're gonna wait for it to load. It might take a little bit since it's the first time installing everything, but likewise it should work. In the meantime, you can maybe look for some SpongeForge mods by just looking up SpongeForge or mods, and you can go check it out. So this seems to load much faster than it did last time. There's a couple of different things that may have stopped it last time from loading, and it seems like it has fixed the bugs with having to change some of the configs around in FoamFix, which is good. And it seems to be a little bit quicker. So of course you're going to get some errors, but don't worry about it. There's nothing to worry about. And in the meantime, you can also port forward. So I actually have to port forward this port, or else it's not going to work. So I want to go ahead and go to my my personal port forward. You guys can't see this because it's a different way of port forwarding. But now you see that the server is up. So I should be able to go ahead and go to Minecraft. And I'm going to have to boot up in the new version, so I want to go ahead and, well, I guess while I'm doing this, since I haven't done it yet, I want to go ahead and go to my %appdata%.minecraft and just drag and drop all this in there. And it should replace all the files, and it should ask me, hey, do you want to replace the files? And I'll say yep. And replace the files. That's good. And once it does that, I'll be able to play, and I should be able to load right in. Let's see what it's, there we go. And we can check our mods to make sure that all the new things are in there. So it seems like it replaced some stuff, but I don't see that as a problem. I think it'll just run. Actually, just for confirmation, let's go ahead and delete this. I don't want to mix up any files, nor do I want to mix up the config. And we'll just run it from. There's no point in having that glitch out like that. It wouldn't be good. So I would just delete those two folders, mods and configs. I believe that you can keep the structures, and I also believe that you can keep the other things, and that should be fine. So go ahead and play it now once you install that, and let it load up. You should still only have to load 1.12.2 Forge, and it should still work. We're just gonna have to wait for it to load. Well, actually, I guess I didn't really think about that. Since you did update, I guess we're gonna have to do more than one video, because since you did update Minecraft launcher, or Minecraft itself, you're probably gonna have to update it on Forge's side too. So let's see if this loads up. Let's see if this works, and if it doesn't, I have to go ahead and use this sponge forge right here in order to run it all. But the good thing is the server started on the same time, and it seems like if you go up here that it loaded with all the mods. It should list the mods somewhere. I guess we're too far up. But it does seem like this is working just fine on 2803. I don't see any bugs with it yet. So these might be like compatible with each other and like reverse compatible, but just for reference it'd probably be best just to update. But we'll see if we actually have to do that. If not, it would probably be easier for you just to keep it like this. Oh, this does seem to work. Alright, so it loads the mods. You got your new mods in there and your old ones, and we'll see. If I go ahead and type localhost, you'll see that it's on my server right there. Oh, that's actually a different server right there. See if I can't join my localhost server. Okay. Let's see if that is a problem I'm getting between my firewall or what. Oh, of course, that's the wrong IP, of course. 25560. Because I have it hosted on that port, so I have to put that in, or else it won't work. There we go. See, test RLCraft server. That's what I put it as. I can go ahead and join in, and go ahead and click yes on the data serializers. That's okay. And it'll load the chunks, and it'll fail these. And you'll see here that it's loading everything, but we do indeed. There's also apple on trees, which is really nice. It's a little laggy because it's loading in the world. You can check it using the command, I believe. But yeah, this is how you get your new 2.6 world going out, which is really nice. It seems really clean, and it also seems like there's a little bit less lag than there was last time. But yeah, this has just been kind of a quick tutorial. I wanted it to be quick, I wanted it to be swift, so that way you guys had it as soon as possible. And I hope you guys did enjoy this tutorial. I know this is a little bit more confusing than the last one, but thinking that you did watch the last one, you'd have a little bit of background on how to do it. The only things you really have to do is make sure you update your oh, it seems like there's something big over there on fire. Ooh, that's sad. You have to update your forge, and also just put the new mods and scripts and everything in, and you should get it up and working. Anyway, if you did enjoy this video, I encourage you to like, I encourage you to subscribe, and stay up to date with me, because I do recent tutorials and everything on how this game works, and tutorials on how to get XP farms and etc. So if you did enjoy, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace, guys.